Hello everyone, it's your boy Sav. Today we're gonna be talking and analyzing a tournament replay that I had for NPL, which is basically a tournament for PokeGermany. It's hosted in the server and it has a custom avatar as a reward. It's a team tournament. I've been playing for Gengars. Actually, let me show you how we have been doing. Whoop! So these are the records. I haven't lost a game since we started. Yeah, I'm playing for Germans. Hellom is playing for Cocos. It's semifinals. I didn't record or talk about the previous games because it was just qualifying rounds and shit. But now that we're in semifinals and I have a good opponent, Hellom, who went like 10-1 in SPL, I thought, okay, we can record semifinals and if we win finals too. So yeah, I decided to bring this Ting Lu offense. It's a red card Ting Lu with hazard spam, a little bit of speed, so we outspeed most Hatterins. And yeah, speed Iron Moth, U-turn Ogrepon, Golden Go, Scarf, Taunt, great task because we have seen he has been using a lot of Golden Go, Slow King, Glitch Core type of course. So this is a max speed, max attack, jolly natured, great task with Taunt, 3 attacks. And one of them is Rabbit Spin, right? So Ice Spin and Hellom Grass. And then we finally have the Dragonite, which is Terra Ground DD. My opponent is using Trick Room, funnily enough. I don't find Trick Room very threatening, to be honest. Not just for this team, but in general. But there are some tricks you can do with it. Like Necrozma is a cool pick with a Power Gem. Not Power Gem. Meteor Beam. Is that how you call it? Meteor Beam, yeah. Meteor Beam Power Herb. There you go. I got it. He has Ursaluna, which is a scary Pokemon. I don't have Air Balloon on the Golden Go, it's Scarf. So yeah, I need to play around the facades and Hellom Grasses and all that fun stuff. So yeah, it's not exactly what we expected, but it does have, I guess, logging. There you go. And yeah, so yeah, in this game we're expecting Hatterin as a lead, right? Usually Hatterin is the Trick Room lead because it prevents like any status, any taunt, any hazards. So usually people lead with Hatterin and then just Healing Wish into something, or if you can go with safety, they go with safety. So expecting the what's called the Hatterin, I could lead like Moth, right? But it's gonna be sass, it's gonna be able to Shy Shock me after, not ideal. Plus like you can do a Slow King switch. Moth, however, has Substitute. So I could lead Moth. And substitute spam to waste the weather, the Trick Room. Like let's say I lead Moth, right, and he clicks Trick Room because you shouldn't click Side Shock versus Moth, even if you're Sash. You just click Trick Room and then Side Shock spam or switch into your Slow King. So I could just substitute spam and waste it all, but I also waste a lot of my HP, which is not great because this Pokemon is not bad at all. It can naturally leave a hit from Zamazenta, and it can also substitute versus Sucker Punch King Gambit. So I decided not to do that. I decided to lead with Ogrepon because Ogrepon is able to click IV Cancel and don't die to any hit except maybe like Ursaluna after Protect, because otherwise without Guts activated then it doesn't kill me in one. So we're gonna do exactly that. We're gonna lead Ogrepon, he leads Hatterin, as we said. I'm gonna click IV Cancel into U-turn, which forces Hatterin to click Heal Wish. Otherwise, you get to keep Hatterin right here and waste another turn of Trick Room as I go into my Ting Lu or Golden Go. So yeah, I go for the IV Cancel. I do a good 62. He gets a Trick Room up 4 turns, and then Healing Wishes as I try to U-turn. If he didn't kill me, perfect. I U-turn now to Golden Go and we waste more turns of the Trick Room. But yeah, now he goes into Necrozma over Ursaluna. Ursaluna with Terra could have been the play, but again, if you don't have Protect, and even if you do have Protect in Trick Room, it doesn't function very well. If you don't have Protect, then you don't kill me here, and you needed Terra normal to kill me. So yeah, otherwise Guts needs to be activated. So Necrozma comes in. Necrozma only Terra Rock kills me with Meteor Beam or like maybe some sort of Terra Psychic like Life Orb set, but we're expecting Meteor Beam. That's what I have seen on Necrozma. I have seen Weakness Policy, but that was on screen, it's not in Trick Room. So yeah, we're expecting that. I'm getting some good damage at 50%. and he gets some good damage as well. HP on Ogrepon is not bad, but it's not like needed either. Zamazenta is always going to be able to pressure the Ogrepon. I don't have Anchor, I don't have anything like that. I'm at 4 attacks knock off Ogrepon. So I'm getting a little bit of damage, and then I just switch into my Tinglu as he expects it and goes into Ursaluna, which is a good mid count if I was in red card, because you would otherwise be able to trade Tinglu for Ursaluna and 1 hazard. No, what I mean is like I click Spike and he DQs me with Facade. That's what I'm trying to say. But I am red card and it's gonna work out perfectly for me. I went Tinglu because it's the checked and Grozma, and at +1, I want to keep the Ogrepon. Ogrepon can click Ivy Castle for free. Water resist is non-existent in these trick room teams, unless you're using like, I don't know, Crawdon or some awesome crap. But yeah, he goes to use Ursaluna in the double, which means he activates that shit. Goes to the Facade, which means it takes 63%, and then King Gambit. I think this was really nice. There is no Pokemon that I don't benefit from with red card coming in. Like, let's say he Facades and I click and I get red carded in who? Zamazenta, that's off of them. I wasted Dauntless Shield. Slowking a bit with my Tinglu, I click Earthquake for free, which is a shit ton of damage, which makes my Moth a lot more threatening. Necrozma, I guess, could have healed on this with a Healing Wish that is saved from the Hattering, but it's not like Necrozma beats Tinglu or anything like that. Usually they run Meter Beam, some sort of setup, 3 attacks usually, right? With Meter Beam, Photon Geyser or whatever that shit is called, Heat Wave and things like that. So, and then King Gambit, I didn't know if it was slow King Gambit, like min speed. If it was, I outspeed. If it was max, then I can just get 1 hazard or 1 Earthquake, which is completely free in this matchup. He reveals to be fast. I get a little bit of Earthquake damage. I could have switched into my Great Task, but I think I valued more the HP on Task, because from full HP, Great Task always leaves 1 Facade. There is no single chance Facade kills me at full HP. I'm 0 HP invested on the Great Task, but Facade from Ursaluna is not gonna be able to kill me. No chance at all. If I take even a little bit of damage, even 1 Iron Hit, then I'm guaranteed in range. So, because this Pokemon is strong as fuck. So I decided to just trade Tinglu for damage on the King Gambit, which I think benefits me a lot. And then I get my Great Task in to click Free Headlong Grass, Flee. Because the Crossmark, crit doesn't matter, Hachugyo after Spike. Actually does matter, because I can get the spin kill, which means you cannot go Zamazenta. I don't think it changes much if you went Zamazenta, because you can Iron Defense and all that stuff, and I cannot taunt you. But at the same time, I still have like a lot of Pokemons to deal with Azama. Moth, Golden Go, Trick, I have a lot of stuff. So I think that Hellom Grass crit didn't matter very much. But it's good that I get the boost with speed, which forces Ursaluna to come in and trade versus me. Now that I have lowered my defenses, Ursaluna can kill me in 1 hit. And I decided to value my Great Task more because of the King Gambit, because of the no ground resist, because of the Ursaluna roll that I told you that I live from full HP if I'm not -1 defense. So I decided to switch into something that is way less valuable, into my Dragonite, and click a safe Ice Spinner. Ice Spinner means that if he goes King Gambit, I put it in range of Spike next time it comes in. So I don't need to Earthquake. And Ice Spinner hits the Ursaluna a lot harder, putting it in range of the Moth. The other play would have been Earthquake, right? But they wouldn't do enough damage to Ursaluna, so I would have to go Ogrepon then, which invites King Gambit and Zamazenta. Yeah, so yeah, I think Ice Spinner is the better play. As he decides to go King Gambit, probably as a sack, because he doesn't have the information if I'm extreme speed or not, right? And this is a non-extreme speed Dragonite set. It's Roost to attacks with Ground UMZ. Crit doesn't matter either, because I told you he'll be, even without crit, he'll be in range of the Spike. So yeah, well, I don't have extreme speed. Now, I don't know what the item is. If I Roost and he's not Black Glasses, it means I live, and I can see what he goes for. So he either goes for he can go for 3 things. One is Sucker Punch. One One is Sucker Punch because he doesn't know if I have extreme speed or not. The other is Katao, just click an attack in case I try to roost, in case I try to DD and Anchor and Sucker Punch. Katao is definitely the play, just in case I was there. And if he tries to SDs or something like that, that's the 3 plays that he has. But he goes King Abbott as a sack, but I don't have extreme speed, which is not a sack, which ends up not being a sack. So my play here is to roost over trying to kill this. I know he's going more likely for a Katao or Iron Head, because Iron Head does damage to the task. But when it comes to positioning, I think roost for me is the play here, because 1, I either die to a Black Glasses hit, or 2, I scout what the item is, like it could be like Mental Herb over Black Glasses, which means I live and nothing changes. I just roost and take a little bit of damage. Yeah. And if he kills me, then this is perfect positioning for me to taunt everything and get my Hellom Grass great task in. Task at the moment, actually not task. When it comes to positioning right here, I'm trying to prevent the Zamazenta from doing a lot of stuff. I'm not scared of the Zamazenta or anything because I have a Scarf Goldigo with Trick in the back and an Iron Moth, right? I'm not afraid of it. But if they have a wing on, it would be that. And when it comes to positioning, I think Taunt Great Task is phenomenal right here. I could also position myself with Iron Moth, but Iron Moth invites a Slowking. And Dusk doesn't really invite anything at this point. So I'm roosting here. Let him kill me, excuse me. And he is Black Glasses, which means I get my Great Task in, and I'm able to get the Rapid Spin kill, which means I now outspeed the Zamazenta. Zamazenta would find an opportunity to set up normally on this Pokemon, especially with leftovers or Chesto Berry. But I have the Taunt that I told you before. We see that he didn't recover any HP, which means Iron Defense, Chesto Berry Rest, more likely. There is a chance he's Roar Mirror Herb, I guess, or any attack does have to be Roar, but it could be Mirror Herb. But I'm thinking Chesto Rest because of how he went and tried to set up versus a Great Task. But now this game over. He wasted the Dauntless Shield. He wasted that. I'm getting a little bit of damage on the Ursaluna with the Hellom Grass, and I find a free opportunity to get my Moth in and click a strong fire type attack, maybe even get the boost. And unless he's like Terra Water, he leaves, and if he is Terra Water, I have the Golden with the back and the Terra. So yeah, this is basically over. I click a substitute here just in case he tries to try to what's called Terra Fire, see what we're dealing with. But yeah, it didn't matter. It didn't matter at all. And yeah, Iron Moth is able to stop the game and, you know, get us a win, which means I'm in finals, which is nice. I have a good record. I have a strong team. So yeah, we're doing good. We beat Hellom, who's a beast in SV. So I'm happy about that. So yeah, this is gonna be the game. I'm gonna be uploading the game versus Fogbound Lake for finals. This was semifinals, and yeah, hopefully we win this so I can get a nice little Gengar custom avatar. But yeah, hope you like this type of content where I explain a little bit the thought process and the replay, and, you know, for high, you know, competitive tournament games. And if you do, feel free to let me know in the comments. Appreciate you watching. Bye bye everyone. Peace.